Hello everyone, I'm Anna. I hope you're ready for Christmas. Today I have great gift ideas for your family and friends. Today we will make the centerpiece of table with fake gingerbread. We will create an incredible holiday mood with a sense of Christmas. I will show you 2 simple recipes. Watch this video until the end and we will create a beautiful composition for your festive table, which will surprise your guests. So let's begin. Recipe number 1. I will show you an economical version of modeling clay. The first ingredient is the flour, 2 cups. The second ingredient is the salt, 1 cup. And third ingredient is the water, 1 cup. Proportions are 2 by 1 by 1. We mix a dough. Isn't it a very simple recipe? Use it in your projects. Here I added cinnamon. This is optional, but I added the smell of Christmas. I put cookie cutters shaped like a snowflakes. As usual, I leave the link below. Well, I roll out the dough, or modeling clay, about 8 millimeters. I put snowflakes in the oven to bake, and for about 40 minutes the temperature is 250. The material is pretty durable. It can be stored by many years. Nothing will happen to it. Checked. To give the gingerbread a nice spicy color, I took burnt umber and spicy berry colors and mix it. Number 2. We will do fake icing. I take glue and multi-purpose joint compound and white acrylic color. And mix it in equal proportions. I took a decorating bag and I put all the fake icing in there. Small tip for you how to do it more comfortable. Cut off the end of the bag. And I started decorating snowflakes. Next, I show you options for decorating snowflakes. It is very exciting. I think all of us in childhood tried to draw snowflakes. Therefore, the hands themselves show the way. Connect your fantasy and meditate. And when everything dries, it turned out to be a fairly durable material. So what I'm trying to say is it will last long enough to keep you happy for a few more years at Christmas. From the fact that I put cinnamon, the smell is incredible. I get great pleasure and nice pre-Christmas mood. And these snowflakes can be used both as a Christmas ornaments and as decorative elements that we will use today for a composition. A very beautiful composition of green Christmas trees and bright white accent on chocolate with spices. Sometimes I get so carried away with the process that objects start to crawl down, so you only see what got into the cameras. Today, almost all the videos will be about the smell of Christmas. The next decorative element will also be related to the smell. I hope I infect you with the pleasure of decorating snowflakes. Here I glue a wooden clip. They are convenient, but I will leave you a link to the clip that I liked better. And I also tried this option too. You can choose. My favorite part of seasoning, I take cinnamon sticks, then cloves. Do you feel all these aromas? Sonia participates in the sniffing and she definitely likes it a lot. And the next one is the nice stars. In addition, I took natural raffia. You can take the usual rope, but I thought it would be more interesting. And this is how I process and tie. Spreading the tips and glue an anise star in the middle so that the tips are visible. And then I also glue clips for fastening. And the next step, I take white paint and lightly run a semi-dry brush over all the elements to give a white effect. This is the result we got. It looks very frosty, but Sonia loves it. To begin the most interesting decoration of the central element for the table, I choose the birch bark candle. I will do it on a wooden blazes using for showing. Use Christmas napkin. I take a ready-made wreath, complemented with the natural colors of the bark and colors of gingerbread and decor here. These red berries I bought at Walmart. Berries virtually divide the wreath into 3 parts. I fasten the cinnamon sticks to the top of the wreath and perfectly get between berries. And I put small snowflakes above and larger snowflakes below, so as not to weigh down the composition. And small elements at the top and large ones at the bottom. And I finally add cloves, and Sonia and me enjoy the smell. This is the really smell of Christmas. It's a pity that the smell not transmitted through the screen. If you enjoyed, hit the like button below and subscribe.